And welcome. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Here, Jay, in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Come on, Ed. Can I say it, please?
All right, if you must.
Yes. Trust the process.
It has been quite a process to get to this point. Jay, they have a squad here in Philadelphia. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Simmons. Dwight Howard with the block shot.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Howard. Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Bradley to Tobias Harris. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice pass to get things going.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Butler to Simmons. Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Sixers have it. To Butler. Layup goes down. Well done.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
It's LA Clippers ball. The drive, right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 2. That's what you want. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Bradley. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Butler. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First try, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Philadelphia with the basketball. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Trying to cash in. And the rebound corralled by Johnson. Butler drills the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. substitution being made in this one.
Los Angeles Clippers, number 8, Danilo Gallinari.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Butler to Fultz. Markelle Fultz missed his first. That one goes.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Won't go. Redick. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Gilgeous Alexander. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Number 41, Jimmy Butler.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
That misses with a second to go. First quarter's complete. It's the Sixers out in front. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Butler to bring it up. Up 6. To Redick. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. He was all over him. Bradley to Howard. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Williams. 4-3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Butler, he drills the 3.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough 2s, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Harris. To Bradley. Shot stopped by Embiid.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Sixers with the rebound. To Embiid. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Straight on look. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound taken by the Clippers.
Hey, lock up.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Lets it fly from long range, and Boban there to take in the rebound. For three, not that time. Embiid to Butler. He gets it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Williams on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Amir Johnson.
Clippers have the basketball. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. New blood coming in for both sides.
For the Clippers, number 21, Dwight Howard. Into the game for the 76ers, number 25.
Williams can't get the bounce. Has a chance. Chandler's shot won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Superman, Dwight Howard. 3 for 3 in this first half.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Leads 4. Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Simmons. Not that time. To Howard. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession now.
Simmons to Butler. Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Williams into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. Gets it to go, and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Lou Williams trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Simmons to Butler. Fires the 3. Not getting the bounce. Williams goes to the left side. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. Clippers have got it. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Clippers will start the second half with a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Blocks.
All right, let's be honest. Some of these guys have been getting embarrassed tonight with the way their shots are getting blocked. But you can't deny the entertainment value.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Butler was unable to find his shot through the first 2 quarters. Basketball is a game of percentages. If your three-point shots aren't falling, mix up your game. Haven't you realized that you're open for a reason? Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander to Tobias Harris. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid with the board. To Butler. Embiid. Butler knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space.
Jimmy
If you
Butler
can
with
create
the
space,
three.
you can
Let's
find
go
your rhythm,
Philly.
and that's what we saw.
Yeah. Talking about, man.
Jimmy Butler with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. You can count that one a 4-point play. Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Butler from long range. Won't go down. Gilgeous-Alexander. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. To Simmons. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Yes, into foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Unable to connect on the free throw. Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the right side. Fires the three. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Curling inside. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Short jumper stays out. Simmons with it. The lead is 2. To Butler. 4-3. And Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing here.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Simmons, second effort. Cleans it up. Top of the key. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the Clippers have the rebound. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers have the basketball. Butler to Simmons. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Ben Simmons, LSU. Let's go Philly. 3-pointer and 1. Let's go Sixers. Ben Simmons, LSU.
With a chance at a 4-point play. He struggled so far. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice pass to set things up. And the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Butler to Simmons. For 3. It's Howard, the rebound. It's LA Clippers ball. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Butler into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Now 4 for 9.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for 3, and it's good.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Trying to cash in. Harris's shot won't go. Long heave from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter. The Clippers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Fultz with the basketball. His guys down 3. Butler and the Clippers with the rebound. Clippers have the basketball. Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Bradley to Williams. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Fultz into the front court. They're down 3. Butler, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Bradley. No good. The follow won't go either. Fultz with the basketball. All even here in the fourth. Has a look. J.J. Redick. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Fultz. Not done yet. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Bradley to Tobias Harris. Here comes the screen. And stuffs it home. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Takes stock of the floor. Fultz to Redick from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Another follow. No good. To Redick. J.J. Redick. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Fultz. Going to launch beyond the arc. Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. Bradley. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down.
For the 76ers, number 41, Jimmy Butler.
And he makes them both. Butler fires the three. Now that's a contest. Gilgeous-Alexander to Bradley. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Avery Bradley at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Easy layup.
Butler. Count it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Number 41,
Gilgeous-Alexander to Howard.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Superman, Dwight Howard. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Screen coming. Gilgeous-Alexander to Bradley. Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Avery Bradley. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Number 25, Ben Simmons. Subbing in for the Blazers, number 34, Tobias Harris.
Ben Simmons. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. The pass set it all up.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Now the Clippers call a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Timeout called here by the Clippers. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
The Sixers are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers did what great teams do best: finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Clippers must be devastated after such a close loss.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from three, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Butler played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was gold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.